Coach, could you talk about just the feeling of advancing to the state championship game real quick?
I mean, last year we came here excited to be here and knowing that we had a very tough road ahead of us, and we got beat pretty bad. And I think the girls learned from that, and this year there was a different focus, a different mentality as we approached this. We weren't going to shut down the Pew girl. I mean, she was going to score inside. I mean, she got her 18 points, which is close to her average. But defensively we did wear them down. We wanted to run the floor as much as possible. And we got some easy ones in transition, and I felt that their two post players were tired towards the end of the first half and towards the end of the game, and that was the biggest difference. They definitely had a size advantage, but we wanted to use our athleticism and speed, to make that even up, so to speak.
Is that true? You had 222 three-pointers this year.
We did. We had 222 coming into this game, which is second all time in the state any division. So we're a three-point shooting team. That's what we do, and that's what we got to go with. We don't have the dominant post players inside to throw it into. We got some good shooters, so we go with that.
So is that a philosophy, or is that just the kind of makeup of this team then?
It's been the makeup of our team these last few years. So I mean, it's worked well for us. There's times where we don't shoot it well, but we attack the rim enough and get some easy looks to off balance that. Today, we shot it decent. We've shot it better, but we shot it well enough to give us the runs we needed. I mean, we definitely have some girls that are going to get the majority of our shots, but those other girls know their role. They step up and hit shots, and it's good when people step up and do those sort of things. And the girls that didn't score were just playing so hard defensively that I think we were able to rattle them. And so they may not have scored, but defensively they were doing the things that us as coaches notice that help us win a basketball game like that.
Speaking of the defense, forcing 18 turnovers tonight. I know you mentioned how important it was to wear them down on defense. Let's talk about those 18 turnovers.
I mean, we noticed from what we saw with them that they had one point guard that they really wanted to use. The Leicester girl up front did the majority of their ball handling, and we wanted to, we weren't going to turn her over a whole lot, we didn't think, but we thought we could, wear her down or make someone else bring it up the floor. And when any of those other girls had to bring it up the floor, I liked our chances of disrupting their offense and getting some turnovers.
Caite, how exciting is it for you to make it to the state final too?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I remember way back in June when we first came together, Coach had told us that one of our goals this season was going to be to play on March 20th, and I remember him telling us that, and it's been in the back of our minds all season. So we did take one game at a time this season, but we anticipated this day coming, and we just have to come out and prepare for it, and it's really special to be a part of it. But we have one more game to play.
They hurt us on the offensive boards early in the game, when I think they were a little bit fresher, and they were really going after it aggressive. We had a hard time boxing them out because the bottom line is we could have boxed them out, and if they were still close to the rim, they were going to get it just with their size advantage. But later in the game, I didn't quite see the same mentality for them attacking to go get the boards. And when you're tired, it's hard to stay aggressive and continue to tell yourself to go get an offensive rebound. So early on they hurt us, but then we kind of held our own from there. And obviously the rebounding numbers were pretty even, a little bit more even than what we would probably expect.
You guys waited a long time to get back here and get back to the finals. Amanda, is it going to be tough tomorrow, with that day in between? Because I know you want to probably play in the title game, like probably right now.
I feel like I have enough energy too right now, but like Coach said, we're going to practice tomorrow and go over some of their stuff, but then we just want to enjoy it. Being down here is just a really great experience, spending time with the coaches and the rest of my teammates. So we're going to enjoy it, have fun, and then when Saturday comes, I think we'll be focused and prepared.
Amanda, how badly does this team want to finish things out, to finish things perfect?
Real badly. Like Coach said before, not many teams in the state of Ohio have ever done it. So we really want to make history, not just for ourselves, but for our community. I know it's really important, and we want to make all of them proud.